Hello, good people. David Taub here, along with Tim Gilberg.
CAPO Maniac.
CAPO Maniac, I like that. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to make some suggestions for some songs that you're going to want to practice that use a capo on the CD, and then you can play along with, and that is really going to help you with your rhythm and timing and chord changes and use of the capo. So you've watched our lesson on capo and you know what this sucker is and how to use it, and it's just a great tool to open up a whole nother palette of sounds, and it allows you to change the key of a song to something a little more in your vocal range, and allows you to play because with guitar, many instances, especially acoustic, a lot of times you might want more of an open chord kind of sound. So this enables you not to play bar chords by changing the primary fret, and it gives you that open chord kind of sound. And if you are not up to playing bar chords as yet, don't worry about it, because with the capo you don't have to. That's so great about it. It's just a fun tool, really help you. Okay, so what songs can you use as practice tools? And remember, these songs are, you still want to continue with your training. Don't put too much emphasis on songs. Like I always say, they're good tools to practice. Practice your chord changing, practice your rhythm, your timing, your strumming, okay? And try not to at first, you might not be familiar with certain changes, so don't try to play at the same speed of the CD. Many instances, play it a lot slower. What I always say, play as slow as necessary to make the changes, okay? I think a really good song that's a lot of fun is the song How's It Gonna Be by Third Eye Blind, okay? For that song, you're gonna put the capo at your 3rd fret, okay? And now, when I tell you these chords in these lessons, I'm gonna give you the fingerings, okay? And that's standard practice when you're talking about a capo, because the chords won't be ringing out to that pitch, but you'll know it from the fingerings. For instance, you're going to play a D chord with the capo on the 3rd fret. So remember, just don't let the capo throw you. Pretend like that's the nut now, and this much of the guitar is gone, like that's the end of it. So play like you normally would a D chord, and listen to this is fingered a D, but it doesn't ring out to D. It's actually ringing out to the pitch of F. If I take the capo off, same chord, right? Same pitch. There's the F bar chord I just played, and if I play the D with the capo, okay, you can always, if you're not sure what chords give you what with the capo where, go to the written lesson section, and I have the chart which has the matrix of the capo fret number and the chord, and then what chord it's actually, the pitch it's ringing to, so make sure you download that. Remember, as you go along in your guitar journey, read the boxes below each lesson, because it alerts you to certain other lessons that coincide, or written lessons that you want to download as you're going along. So you're going to be, when we're talking about capo, and I'm telling you to play certain chords, it's the fingerings, not the pitches, okay? That's pretty standard. So for that, you're going to need a D, and you're going to be fingering an A chord, you're going to be fingering a G chord, and you're going to be fingering an E minor chord. Okay? And that's pretty much all of the chords. But notice how the beauty of the capo, like this first chord, this D chord, see how it's ringing to an F, but it has the open string sound, not the bar chord sound, see? And that's what you want, as opposed to, see, that's the bar chord. It's still an F, but it's a totally different timbre, little different sound, a little more open string ringiness. And that's what you want. So it's a great song to play and practice, and you just need a few chords. There's even that cool little riff that you can play. So give that one a try. Capo on the 3rd fret. Another song where you can keep the capo on the 3rd fret is The Scientist by the band Coldplay. Okay, and that is a really cool song where he's actually playing on piano the chords on the CD, but you can play them on guitar. See, that's the beauty of instruments. It's just because something is written on a piano or a horn or another instrument doesn't mean you cannot play it on guitar, or vice versa. That's the great thing about music, right? Some of the chords you'll need for the song will be like a D minor 7, and you're going to need a G, and a D fingering, D sus2, and an A. And that's about it with the capo on the 3rd fret. Just a handful of chords. As you've been learning throughout your guitar training, we've been suggesting songs. A lot of these songs are just a handful of chords, 3, 4, 5 chords, sometimes 2, 3 chords, and you're making beautiful music. Not a lot. I was very surprised when I first started playing music how I'd be like, that's it, that's all that song is, 3 chords. I teach you, that's it, that's all it is. Wow, I can do that. Yes, you can do it, okay? So give that song a try and try playing it maybe with downstrokes so it sounds a little bit more like that keyboard sound, and then maybe change it up in the 2nd verse, do a different strum, and have fun with it. And you could find these songs in many different places. You could, as an option, you could type in sheet music in Google on the net, and there's many places that sell the sheet music to songs, and it's quite inexpensive. You just want to be careful and make sure you get accurate versions of the music. A lot of times sheet music and tablature is not accurate. We're not affiliated with any company like that, but you can try that as a search, or you can purchase our song lessons on our homepage at nextlevelguitar.com, and we go out and we purchase the publishing rights to songs to teach them on DVD, and we do that on a DVD format. And so you can check those out if you like. We don't do the tablature, that's a whole other set of publishing rights, but we do the DVD version, and our students really like our DVD products, so you might want to check that out. And there's many places online that have tablature too. So finding the songs is not going to be a problem, believe me. The problem will be finding accurate representation. And you can get our songs if you like too. We try to give good discounts to our members also, because memberships has its privileges, does it not, Tim Gilbert?
Oh, yeah.
Another great song where we'll move the capo back to the 2nd fret, personal favorite of Tim Gilbert's, by the way, would be a song like Wonderwall by Oasis, and has more of a 16th note feel and strum, but a lot of the chord changes are simple, as far as you could just leave your hand kind of in one position. It doesn't take a lot. It's not that tough a song, huh, Tim? Tim, bang that sucker out really quick. So some of the chords you'll need for that song is like an E minor 7. Again, I'm giving you the fingerings: a G, a D sus4, A7 sus4, C add 9. Okay, and that's it. Different combinations of those of those chords, and you'll be playing that song. Great strumming workout, great rhythm workout, and for your timing. If you're not familiar with any of those chords, you can always visit our free chord library, and we have video lessons on those chords. So give that one a whirl, and capo at the 2nd fret. Another easy song that you could do would be like the acoustic live version of How to Save a Life by The Fray. You're going to put the capo at the 3rd fret for that one, and again, only a handful of chords like G, D sus4 over F sharp. There's an E minor 7th in that chord, in that song. C. Just move the C up a whole step to a D add 4, E minor, and a D. Chords you're all very familiar with, and an easy, nice, slow, mellow strum pattern. It's a slow song, so you can make the changes. Remember, strum as slow as necessary to make the changes, and it's a great song to practice and use as a vehicle. Another good song you can try is You're Beautiful by James Blunt, and that's a little bit trickier, and you should try the tricky ones because you want to practice complex pieces of music as well as easier pieces too. You want to push yourself to the next level, okay? And playing hard pieces of music, hard changes, hard long progressions like I give you on the site. Play these hard pieces of music even if it takes you a month to get a piece down, because it makes the easy songs like butter, and you'll be amazed at how once you get these hard changes down, easier changes are so much easier. For this song, you're going to capo way up high at the 8th fret. That's why it's a little trickier, because you're not going to have a lot of room because the frets get closer and closer together the further down you go on the guitar. So with the capo way high on the 8th fret, you got to really jam your fingers in there to make those changes. So it's a little bit trickier, but you can do it. But again, all the chords are pretty much the same as the bunch of chords that I told you for some of the other songs, like a G. And notice that real high pitch. Whenever I hear that higher pitch, and it sounds like open chords, but I can hear the high, I immediately can hear, because my ear is developed, and yours is too if you're following, is getting there if you're following our lessons. You can hear, oh, that rings capo. I hear that capo because it sounds like an open chord, but the pitch is higher. And I can hear that, so I know the capo must be somewhere. This is very high up at the 8th fret. Has a D sus4 over that F sharp. Has that E minor 7th chord. That C chord, C open, C major. D add 4 again, moving that up a whole step. E minor, D major. Okay, and again, just get those fingers together, clustered a little tighter, so you can get down on the 8th fret. And that's a fun song to play. Very commercially successful song, as is many of these. So give these a whirl. Use these as vehicles in your practice routines. Write them down in your practice logs, and any changes that you're stumbling on, write them in your log and circle them. And those are the ones you want to hit every day so you can master them. And soon you'll be ripping through many, many more songs with the capo. And we'll get into more complex ones later on in the site. So enjoy your guitar journey. Keep developing your ear, practicing the right things, and we will see you in the next lesson.